Grammar Grapevine. I'm your host Chelsea, and this is your go-to podcast for staying updated, meeting new faces and hearing their stories from the Hunter Valley Grammar School community. In this week's episode, we're joined by Miss Duncan and we talk all things Library Lovers Day. Stay tuned. We acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land, the Wanneroo people, and pay respects to elders past and present. Their traditions of storytelling and knowledge sharing continue to inspire and enrich our school community. Welcome, Miss Duncan, to the podcast. It's so lovely to have you here.
Oh, Chels, thank you for having me.
First of all, we'll get you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a library technician. I have been here for 6 years this year. I cannot believe it.
My God.
Like my first group of kids I met, including Flynn, was they were in year 5. And
my
now
God.
Here we are in year 11.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
And then next year we're leaving.
Oh, God, don't say that. There'll be too many tears. I have too many friends in that year group.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. So, yeah, I work in the library.
For people listening who aren't library technicians, I'll get you to tell us a little bit about what a library technician actually does. So if you could break it down for us.
Okay, so a library technician, and I have been one for a very long time. Like I started my library technician life back in public libraries.
Yeah.
With Lake Macquarie City Council, and then moved into the book selling world for a little while. Don't like retail so much, but I love the book selling part, and then moved up here. So a library technician is that backbone of a library, I guess. So accessioning, budgeting, buying, processing, and here at school, obviously there's a timetable. We have borrowing, we have English classes coming through, so it's a bit of a mixed bag. But that's sort of the backbone. You're there to support the teacher librarians, and yeah.
And what first drew you to becoming a library technician? Was it something you always wanted to do?
I am a book nerd, but I did go through that book refusal stage in high school because it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't read in high school, you were a nerd, but it was something I always wanted to do. So I left year 12 and immediately started volunteering with Lake Macquarie Library, so Spears Point in particular, and then straight into my TAFE course.
Wow.
So library technician is you are TAFE qualified.
What is your all-time favourite book and why?
Oh, my all-time favourite book, Charlotte's Web.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still a favourite. I own numerous copies of it, including my original copy.
Oh, my God.
And then I have accumulated different covers, which is something I do if it's my favourite.
I'm a bit like that with the Bridgerton books. Bridgerton.
Oh,
because
yes.
you can get all the different covers. You can get like the ones of the actors. You can get the ones that all line up and make the house with the spines.
Yeah, that's right.
I really wish I was born in the Regency era.
Oh, you'd be perfect.
Like the dresses. Yeah, I feel like it would just be
I'm feeling it for you.
so me. Anyways, back on track. Has there been a specific book that has changed your perspective on life? It's a pretty deep question.
Gosh, that is very deep for a Monday morning.
It is. Lucky you've got 2 cups of coffee in.
Yeah, I've had 2 cups. Well, 2 shots in my iced coffee anyway. That's a lot.
Do you have syrup?
Yeah, vanilla, of course. Yes.
What milk do you have?
Almond.
Oh, I have oat.
I have belly issues. If I have anything else, look out. So it's got to be almond. No, there's not one book, because probably every book I read, I take something away or stays with me.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like last year, I read 40-something books. I keep track, of course.
40-something?
Of course I keep track. And I have an app for all of my books on my phone.
Is that Goodreads or something?
Oh, I have Goodreads, but no, I just have my old school Harry Potter notebook, and every book I read through the year, I write it down, then I add them up.
Wow.
And I put little star ratings next to them. Such a nerd. I sound like such a nerd.
What's a 5-star book you've read in like...
All the Colours of the Dark by Chris Whittaker.
I don't know.
The Bee Sting by Paul Murray. Get on these. And Lola in the Middle by Trent Dalton. They were my top 3 last year.
Okay.
This year we're starting a little sluggish. Haven't got a fave. But honestly, it's February.
Yeah. You still got 10 months.
We've still got a while. Every book I read, I take something away.
Yeah.
Or it stays with me for some time.
The books that have changed your perspective on life, it's like little bits from every single book you've read.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's one book. Definitely
it's all
not.
of them. If you could swap jobs with any fictional character, who would it be and why?
Can it be Alice?
Yeah.
and go down the hole and drink the syrup.
Have you heard that?
I could be out. No. I'm Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter.
Oh, Professor McGonagall.
Yeah, I'm McGonagall in yes, 100%.
Yeah,
I'm living
actually.
in that Hogwarts castle.
Yeah, true.
That is my home. That is my favourite book series.
That's like one of the only book series I've read that quickly.
Just FYI.
And the movies. I went through a really bad Harry Potter phase. Like,
it's never a bad Harry Potter phase. It can't be bad.
Not bad, but like it was like insane how like fixated I was on Harry
I watch
Potter.
them every Christmas holidays in a row. And I always have a Harry on the go. So I can be reading whatever I'm reading and I always have a Harry.
Yeah. It's like comfort.
Always, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I'm living in that castle.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that owl to drop me that letter.
Do you reckon I feel like I fully used to think it exists. Like, and the thing is, we could have no idea if it does.
It so exists, Chelsea. They've rebuilt that castle. It's all back to what it was. Remember in the last one?
Yeah.
Like fully
Demolished.
just got demolished. So in my mind, it's all just back how it was and I'm going there.
Yeah.
That was the craziest spoiler in the world.
But like everyone's watched Harry Potter, let's be.
No.
Flynn.
Some people haven't.
Flynn.
Oh, mate, over here.
What do you mean?
We've had this discussion before. I don't know how we're friends.
That's disappointing.
Opposites attract.
True.
That's what they say.
Very true.
Well, clearly I don't know you very well. Moving on now. Have you ever had an I can't believe this is my job moment?
I have many moments here at school where I think, wow, I'm in this position or I'm in this place. My all-time favourite thing is when I give a student a book and, I'm raving about it. It's my favourite book. I love it, blah, blah, blah. And they come back to me and say, oh, my gosh,
Yeah.
thank you for putting that in my hand. They're my moments. And it's those moments when now that student can be in year 10, which only happened to me as we came back this year, and they said to me, oh, my God, miss, I still think about that book. Have you given it to someone else? Has anyone joined our little group of loving this book?
Oh,
They're the moments.
that's really cute.
They're my moments.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, this is going to be juicy. What's one thing about working in a library that people don't realise you'd have to do?
Be quiet. Our library here is not quiet. It has its moments and there's a time and a place.
At lunchtimes it gets pretty
Come and
chaotic.
visit us at lunchtime. Or even just junior school borrowing where they're talking, they're having fun, they're chatting to their friends about what books they're borrowing. Like, I work in it, it's not quiet. And nor should it be. But yes, there's a time and a place where it is.
And in terms of working as a library technician, can you walk us through a day in the life?
Oh gosh, there's no one day that's the same. So let's go today.
Let's go today.
Well, clearly I'm doing this. I have ELC library today. Either ELC come to me in the K-2 library or I go to them with my trolley of books. So this week I'm heading over there.
Yeah.
And then who knows, I don't even know what this afternoon is.
Just going to take it as it comes.
Like, it's every day is different.
Yeah.
Every day is
Pretty heckers.
very different. Yes, absolutely. And I've just taken on a new role
Oh.
at school.
Of?
Duke of Edinburgh coordinator.
You're lying.
I'm not.
Oh my God, you're going to manage ours.
Yes, I am.
That is so crazy.
I have big shoes to fill with Mr. Rick Walker retiring, but I've just taken on the role. Yes.
This is so exciting. Oh my God, this is so good.
When I was talking to Mrs. O'Brien, it was like the library sits in the middle. I'm available. I know the cohort. Tick all the boxes. So, yay!
This is amazing. This is so good.
So that'll be something completely different for me.
Yes.
Completely different, but still sort of blends with my library work, I guess. Yeah.
And what is your favourite part of your job?
Books, students, never 2 days are the same. I love my ELC kids, but then you watch them transition to kindergarten and you just sort of, move along with them. I don't really like it when people graduate because I feel sad, but I'm happy for them at the same time.
Yeah.
So every day's different.
You're
Off
so
they go.
sad without me and Flynn here.
It's going to be quiet.
It will be
Very
quiet.
There'll be no faces in my window.
Yeah, that's very true. And what would you say is the most challenging part of being a library technician and now GRAPEVINE coordinator?
Challenging will be trying to fit everything in my day that I want to sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I have a room full of books that I haven't processed yet that all came during the holidays. Like there's stuff there I look at and go, oh, I need to get them out on the shelves, or this has come up, but you just juggle it and on you go.
Yeah.
Like, it'll happen. Great team.
It'll get done eventually.
It will get done eventually.
Do you ever find books in strange places, and what's the weirdest spot?
Strange places here. You know what the strangest thing is?
What?
Back when I was in public libraries, what people used to use as bookmarks. I've had paddle pop sticks, I've had toilet paper, I've had tissues.
Toilet paper.
Never fold a corner. If I see you folding a corner,
That's
oh
what
my
I
gosh,
do,
get
sorry.
a bookmark. Get a bookmark.
Yeah, I will.
I can provide you a bookmark.
Okay, great. I'll
Never
come pick it
turn
up
the
today.
pages. God, yes.
I'll come pick it up
But
today.
yeah, strange things like that.
How do you handle students who claim they hate reading?
Usually you've got to find the right book. There's a right book for everybody.
Yeah.
And whether that's a physical book or an e-book, there's always that right book. You just got to find the fit.
So recently it was Library Lovers Day, and it also happened to fall on Valentine's Day. What is Library Lovers Day, and why is it such a special event at HVGS?
Library Lovers Day is just a celebration of all things books. It's celebrated nationwide. So we're not just talking like New South Wales. It's Australia-wide. It's just people coming together in spaces and enjoying books and reading. And this year we went with the Have You Read, R-E-D, a good book lately. So our display in the library was, all the read books, chatter about those. We had junior school do love hearts and, favourite book character, and popped them on the love hearts. And then we had a great morning tea across the whole school.
Perfect.
So we celebrated it across the whole school this year, which was great. So from about 10:30 onwards, we had morning tea.
Junior school and senior school staff
Correct.
all together in the library.
All together in the library, chatting, just seeing each other.
Catching
talking
up.
to each other. They don't often see each other like that.
Yeah.
So it was nice. And there was food and chocolate hearts and, yeah.
What is your dream author meet and greet?
Oh, I have met many over the years. I've met quite a few. Marcus Zuzak, who wrote The Book Thief, the late John Marsden, Morris Gleitzman,
Oh, yes, I know him.
Tim Winton, Cloud Street.
Not a lot. Anyone who has ever been an author, you could meet and greet.
Oh, Roald Dahl.
Yes.
Roald Dahl.
Preach to that.
Yeah, hands down Roald Dahl.
Yeah. Also kind of irrelevant. But when I'm much older and I have kids, at my baby shower, instead of presents, I'm going to ask everyone to bring a book and sign it.
Absolutely.
So that way my kid has so many books with messages from the people that I love. Yeah.
And you'll hold on to them and they'll hold on to them.
Literally. And we can read one every single night. And basically, I just can't wait to have kids. That's in a long
let's just
time.
calm down.
What were you like as a teenager?
Oh, no. Probably really good until year 10. And then it went really loose.
That's okay.
Like, loose. Lots of parties, not a lot of study. Probably my first boyfriend. I got in-school suspension in year 12. I had to sit in a little cupboard like Harry Potter under the stairs. Sport was golf at Charlestown Golf Club.
Yes.
And my friend had this little car, we were all in it, and instead of getting a golf buggy, because we weren't allowed to get a golf buggy, she drove her little car onto the golf green. We may have got those flags that you use and aerated the ground a little bit more than it needed.
What is something you did in your younger years that your kids would never believe? Maybe the golf story.
Oh, they would be horrified. I think I've only told it a couple of times because I never wanted them to misbehave. Not that they would.
Yeah.
But that would probably be the worst.
Yeah.
Because I always said to them, you have to be good. at school.
What is a hobby or activity you love outside of reading?
I do love a good old find a word.
Yes.
So boring.
No,
But I
I
do
love find a word.
Yeah,
I get
do.
really competitive with them.
Yeah, I have to use the right sort of pen and everything and then do it in a certain order.
You think your girls think you're a cool mum?
Oh, gosh, no. No, but I think they like me, which is nice.
Well, yeah.
I think they like me.
I think they would. Now, onto the rapid fire questions. Paperback or hardcover?
Paper.
Reading inside or outside?
Both.
Fiction or non-fiction?
Fiction.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Favourite book to movie adaptation?
Oh, Harry Potter, hands down.
If you could live in any book world, which one would it be?
Hogwarts.
What's your guilty pleasure book or genre?
Oh, it's a cut-em-up thriller.
Favourite childhood book?
Charlotte's Web.
Best holiday destination you've visited?
Oh, I haven't been many places. I do like a coastal holiday.
Yep. Sweet or savoury snacks?
Savoury.
Best season of the year?
Spring.
If you could instantly learn a new language, which one would it be?
Mandarin.
Do you prefer big parties or small gatherings?
Small gatherings.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, 9 to 5, Dolly Parton.
What's your dream dinner party guest list, fictional or real?
Oh, gosh. My children.
Yeah.
My partner. Whitney Houston, Dolly Parton, and Daniel Radcliffe.
If your life... yeah.
I love Chris Hemsworth
Yeah.
and David Beckham.
Oh, yeah.
Add them to the list.
Yeah. If your life had a theme song, what would it be?
Oh, working 9 to 5.
Now, to wrap it all up, what is the thing you love most about being a library technician?
Every day is different. In this environment, it's the kids.
Yeah.
Hands down. Putting books into readers' hands or into non-readers' hands and then having that connection back. It's the connection for me. And that can be on any level, but it usually starts with the books.
If you could give one book recommendation to the entire HVGS community, what would it be?
The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak.
And any final words of wisdom for students on making the most of their library experience?
Don't think that it's got to be quiet. It's not quiet. Come and talk to us. We don't bite. It's not that environment where it's, quiet and I can't ask a question. Come and give me recommendations. Tell me what you're reading. Tell me what I need to buy for the shelves if it's something we don't have. Like, I buy that many things for students on their recommendations. That's what I want.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. It was great chatting to you.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. To make sure you don't miss out, hit follow or subscribe on your favourite podcast player and follow us on Instagram at The Grammar Grapevine. Leave us a review and give us 5 stars. Catch new guests every Monday. See you next week.